Find out Doris at the very start of her journey with Christ. She is only a few months old but has already started attending church. As storyline progresses, she continues to attend church whenever she gets a chance to. 13 years later.
Before Dory's parents knew it, she was already 13 years old. Dory's parents were very proud of the young lady she had become. She was a strong Christian at school, home, and church. One day, Dory was volunteering at a local food shelter with her church group. This wasn't the first time she'd volunteered here. She loved helping out and did it any chance she got. Her shift for the day was nearly over when one guy walked up and asked her a question. He asked her if she'd like to go for a walk when she was done. Of course, she said yes. She soon got home and realized all the fun she had with this new guy that she met. They continued to hang out, and before she knew it, she started to have a crush on him. She found out that he was in the worst fish king under the sea and did very bad things. But she had such a huge crush on him that she didn't let that stop her from still wanting to hang out with him. She started to make many sacrifices to be with him. For example, she would sneak out at nighttime when her parents were sleeping or even fake sick when her parents would go to church, so she could hang out with him instead of going to church. Since she was no longer going to church, she started to drift away from God. She soon realized that there was a problem. She couldn't sneak out every night for the rest of her life, and she definitely couldn't be sick every week for church. So they brought up this problem and they talked about it until they came up with a solution. Finally, he had come up with what they both thought was the most brilliant idea of ideas. She was going to run away one night and go live with him in the fish ghetto forever, so she packed as soon as possible and left. 2 months later, one night they got into a huge fight. He not only broke up with her, but he also kicked her out of his house for good. She now found herself sitting on a coral reef, not knowing where she was. All that she knew that was she was far from home, sad, lonely, and scared. After what felt like forever of sitting on a coral reef all alone, a few fish swam by. They asked her what was wrong, and she explained her whole story to them. They felt so bad for her, and so they asked her if she would like to help to find her way back home, her parents, and God. Without even thinking about it, Dory took them up on their offer, and we were all on their way.
Maybe somewhere down there.
They looked and looked for what seemed like forever, and just when they were about to give up, they found her parents. The parents were so happy to see Dory and couldn't thank those fish enough.
She kept on going to church and prayed to God for her forgiveness of her sins. She soon realized how much better her life is with God by her side. Thank you.